What's up, everybody? My name is Vince. Welcome to the channel. And for some of you that haven't invested in a rotary hammer just yet, you might not know how versatile these tools really are. I think a lot of people, what comes to their mind is concrete drilling. You see big old bits like this right here, and you think, hey, you know, that's all I would need a rotary hammer for if I was going to be drilling these big holes into some concrete, okay? You know, and this is true. You can drill holes pretty quick in concrete, all different sizes, all different depths. Another great use for a rotary hammer with concrete is setting tap cons. Yes, setting fasteners. How can you do it faster, more efficiently? If you use something like this con drive in conjunction with your rotary hammer. I think we got a video about that. We might be able to link it over here. Some of you that are a little bit more in the know with the rotary hammers may say, hey, but Vince, you can also throw chipping attachments, chipping bits on there. Use these, put them in there into the rotary hammer. Set your rotary hammer on straight hammer, just hammer. Oh, why does it on spin? We want straight hammer, straight hammer. And then it turns into a chip. It could turn into a chipping gun. You could take up things like ceramic tile, VCT tile, all types of chipping duties you can do with your rotary hammer. I gotta tell you, it's got us out of a lot of chipping jams. Pretty cool stuff. But you might think that, yeah, those are a lot of things, but it's just not versatile enough for me. What if I told you you could buy a little unknown accessory? Probably 99% of you don't know about it. That would make this rotary hammer even more versatile. You might be able to use it for materials you never thought you could use a rotary hammer with. We're going to show you this unknown accessory that 99% of people don't know about, and it's coming right up. You're probably unaware that Milwaukee makes a chuck adapter. And I gotta tell you, when you think of the convenience of an SDS rotary hammer, right? What does that mean? Well, SDS is the spline type system. It's a quick insert, quick release system of bits in a chuck. So you'd say to yourself, how would a chuck adapter work? Is it going to slow me down? What's it going to do? Now, why would you want a chuck adapter? I don't know. Maybe you wanted to use your rotary hammer, okay, and at that point, just your drill for something other than SDS plus bits. You know, maybe you needed to do a whole bunch of drilling. You wanted to use these Bosch multi-purpose bits. They're a 5-piece kit. You know, they range from sizes from 5/32 all the way up to 3/8. I don't know. Maybe you want to use your rotary hammer. Maybe you wanted to. So you wanted to do that. Maybe you wanted to drill some metal. Okay? Maybe you wanted to drill some metal. You wanted to put some twist bits in that rotary hammer. You want to just turn it into a drill. Or maybe you want to drill some wood. I don't know. How will it work in this tool? Will it work? Is it a good idea to use your rotary hammer with this chuck adapter? It is product number, part number, model number, whatever you want to call it. 48-66-1370. It says chuck adapter. Adapts SDS plus hammers to a 1/2-inch chuck. So the chuck itself accepts round shank bits, okay, or, you know, 1/4 inch, whatever, 1/4 hex, whatever you want. The tool chuck, okay, that it chucks into is SDS. So I want to show you this. Pretty cool. See if there's any more instructions back here before we move on. It says for use with 1/2-inch chuck drill bits. So you could use it in almost any drill bit, it looks as though. Let's get it open. Milwaukee tool, Brookfield, Wisconsin, USA. Components made in Japan, China, and Taiwan. Good Lord. It looks like there's only 2 things in here. How could it be three countries of origin? Whoa. Let's get it open. First out of the box is the chuck itself. Now, here you go. These are things you tune in for. You want to find out about. The chuck it looks like all steel, looks machined very nice, and it's a Jacobs. Are you seeing that? It's a Jacobs chuck. Pretty cool. Now, this is saying 33BA. It looks like half by 20, or half 20, half 20. So there's the three things. They have this half-inch chuck, okay? Then they have, on the bottom of that chuck, they've mated it to an SDS rotary hammer spline, okay? And that says Milwaukee, okay? The part number is 48-03-3005, SDS Plus, Japan, RI. So that's a different part number than the box, okay? Maybe if you break this, you can order this separate part and put it on your Jacobs chuck. Pretty cool. Feels pretty good. Now, final component in that little box is a key. It says Taiwan, doesn't say anything else except for K32 on the back of that key. So we have Taiwan and Japan out of the equation. So I guess finally we arrived to the conclusion that the chuck is made in China. Okay? Now, all you have to do to put this keyed chuck in your rotary hammer is... That was odd. Okay. So now we have an SDS rotary hammer that has a keyed chuck. So we have a keyed chuck rotary hammer now. How's our wobble? Not terrible. And what can we do with this keyed chuck rotary hammer? Well, we have it set on, obviously. You could use it as a hammer drill. Let's just say you wanted to put these multi-purpose bits in there. Now, you know, these are made to go in impact drivers, and as some people call them, combi drivers or hammer drills. But you could possibly use it with this SDS rotary hammer. We're going to tighten down our bit. And why not? Let's just test it out. Let's see how it does. Let's see if these multi-purpose bits, we're pretty fond of them, see if they work even better in our rotary hammer. Problem with a keyed chuck like that is that it could come loose. Quite frankly, I would think that you'd stick with using the standard SDS, but it's possible. Maybe you needed to drill some steel. Okay, maybe you were using, like, I don't know, some crazy metal hole saws and they just weren't getting it done for you. Maybe you could pop in your round shank twist bits here. They're like cobalt bits. These are beast mode bits. Let's tighten down this chuck. Okay, let's set our rotary hammer on rotary. Let's grab ourselves some metal and some proper cutting lubricant. You like that, don't you? Let's put a squirt of lubricant right here on this little spot, this little hole that's already been started. Okay? And let's see. You know what's great about this? We already have a little indentation. We have our drill bit here, and because we have a handle and the size of the tool, we're able to put some real downward pressure onto the metal. Some good downward pressure, and we can go We could go very slow. And as we're doing that, we can keep adding lubricant to our little reservoir. Now, some people say 3-in-1 oil is not proper lubricant. They say we should splash some water on this. Nick, we got any water? When you're drilling, you don't want oil necessarily. You want cutting lubricant or cutting oil, okay? But you don't want regular 3-in-1 oil because oil limits the friction, like all kinds of stuff. They get all like, it's like they're a bunch of chemists. So they say instead of doing that, you want to just cool the blade, okay, by running water on it. I feel like the oil was doing a better job. What do you think, Nick? I think we should have stuck with the lubricant. The 3-in-1, I think, worked better. Don't you, Nick? But now that we're caught up, what's happening is the clutch is engaging. It's not allowing us to drill. What they say is they keep on putting pressure and keep running the water. Keep running that water. There's only one problem. I don't want to stop because I feel like I'm going to create a lip there. It's not going to allow me to start again. We made it through. I got to tell you, I feel like for metal drilling, the clutch in the rotary hammer is getting in the way of us using this as a good metal drill. We keep on getting hung up because of our lower speed, moderate pressure to heavy pressure, and the lip it's creating. I feel like we're getting held up by the clutch. It's not allowing us to do our job. We got there eventually, but let's see how it does in wood drilling applications. I mean, when you think of a big rotary hammer, you would think, well, that should be suited for doing drilling in wood, right? I mean, why not? So we have this empty spot on our 6x6. There's been plenty of occasions we've used half-inch hammer drills to spin this bit into there, and it's done it. You would think a rotary hammer, I mean, it is more powerful, right? It should be able to do it. Let's test. Let's see what it does. Actually, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty impressed so far. We did get a little clutch engagement. So I don't know that the rotary hammer's good for deep auger bits. You know, it might be good for if you were anchoring like plates down the concrete. You wanted to maybe drill out your base plate, your bottom plate. Maybe we test this into a couple 2x4s. I will say this. One good thing about using these large wood bits with this rotary hammer is you don't have to worry about getting thrown if there was a binding incident because the clutch engages. And maybe that's a plus. This is a 5/8 self-feeding paddle bit. You know, let's see what it does. Well, it's in reverse. It's not going to do much. Let's put it forward. Maybe we have a winner. And if you like maybe having a winner and pretty impressiveness, then smash the like button. And leave it down in the comment section below. Did you know about this chuck adapter that turns any SDS Plus rotary hammer into a standard round shank drill chuck style accepting bit? What do you use it for? Why do you like it? Do you dislike it? We want to know. Leave it down below. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you all on the next one. Video's over, but I know you want more. So this is how you're going to get it. First thing you need to do is pretend you're this guy. And you're here at the birthplace of freedom. Now ring that bell like it's 1776 and let all notifications through. What? You're not subscribed yet? Well, smash this button here. After that, watch this video here, and maybe over here. See you later.